All right, I think now you can hear me. I just wanted to make sure that this was all in place, otherwise I had to move things here. Let me put my headphones. Okay, we are live, and I got a little surprise. I got another mic now, so I'm gonna try to turn it on right now and see if we can get this thing going, because it should be better and shouldn't have any latency. Let me turn that mic on right now. Let me see if I can get that going. And it should be now the two mics should be working now, so you should be hearing my voice now. Okay, let me know if you're hearing my talk now a little better. It should be way better now as far as my own voice. The guitar was already on a good place before. Let me know in the comments for the folks who are just logging in. Please let me know if you are hearing everything. That's the new setup thing. Got this mic. Should be coming in in the stream now. Let me know if you're hearing this thing. I think it's a little bit too hot there in the preamp. Let me get this a little more under control. Okay, should be good now. Let me know how it is right now. So let me know if you're hearing both mics. Is this thing working? Yeah. You should be hearing both mics, I think. Okay, let me know in the comments, everyone, because this should be all working. All right, it seems to be working then. Mark, yes. Best audio ever. All right, cool. I think I cracked it, my friend. I cracked the code. I think finally I got something is working great. Yeah, I can hear great too. So I'm glad everything's working. Cool. So here we are to one more live stream Saturday Sambafying sessions. Today we're gonna be taking a look at a song that I really like. It's a Dave Brubeck song, and correction to be made already. It's In Your Sweet Way. I wrote on the things and on the banner like On Your Sweet Way, so it's wrong. It's In Your Sweet Way. Little typo there. Apologies. So this is a Dave Brubeck song, and that's a great one. You know, I really like that song. Let me give me a little bit more volume on my headphones. I really like that song. It's a great standard by the genius Brubeck, and we're gonna investigate today possibilities for Sambafying that song. There is a lot of different things that we're gonna do with it compared to the other ones. A little bit of a different strategy as far as rhythm goes, just because of the nature of the tune. So let's get down to it. Here's the tune, hopefully. Yes, there it is. It's the classic real book version. This mic just keeps moving here. This is the first time I'm using this one, so bear with me, because I am trying to get this thing to work. And I already know that if it works, it's gonna sound great. So let's take a look at it. That's a nice sharp 11 there, right? You know this song, right? And then you got that E flat thing going on between solos. A lot of people use the sus dominant thing. I particularly do that before you start the solos, and then in between solos you play that. Cool, let's go back to this here. Again, the same principle applies every time. Let's identify the rhythm that we're gonna use here for the Sambafying thing. Obviously we're gonna play this in 2/4. It would be 1, 2, 1. There is one thing here that it will be a little different than usually what I do with this is it's just a lot of chords, you know. This one has a lot of chords, progressions with a bunch of 2/5s, so there's not enough time for a you know, proper 2-bar cycle thing that we usually do on that stuff, right? So we're gonna have to adapt a little bit and play you know, a bunch of chords inside the 2/4. So if I do that, instead of playing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, I have more space to go through the whole cycle of 2 bars. Right now I don't have much time because I have a lot of chords, so the chords will be just a bunch of chords there to deal with. So the procedure, the tip here, the tweak that we're gonna do is play more of a shorter groove instead of the like a samba thing. We're gonna do a little more of a shorter approach. And how we're gonna do that? Well, we're gonna do that by playing like this. You know, the shorter figure is usually 16 notes, right? 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we can play bass and the 4 16s, bass, and 3 16s, right? Boom, da, 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 boom, da, 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 boom, da, da. You can go. It's kind of a classic shorter groove, and then you can tie the 2nd and 3rd 16, and then you get that Brazilian Syncopation Figure. Right? It's da 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 da. So actually we'll be even digging in more into that Brazilian Syncopation Figure and the comping. So we're going to be doing more. And since we're still playing a lot of chords, it's like a progression with like tons of chords in the same bar and stuff, two per bar. The last 16 note will be hard to play along with the next chord. So if I'm playing slow, it's really easy to do that, but we are playing a little faster, so that's a little rough to play. The last 16 note has a tendency to make it a little, you know, not really groovy. If I'm playing slow, that's great. So the solution to play that a little more smooth is to arpeggiate the groove a little bit. I will show you how we do that. You know, I'm having a lot of trouble with this damn microphone here. You know, bear with me because that's the first time I'm using this thing and this actually working. So I need to clip this a little better for next time. So, you can comp like that, you know, if you want. Yeah, it's better if you do it this way. 1 and 2 and. If you subdivide, if you play the 3/16 note instead of tying, I think it would be a little better. It's a lot of ghost notes in there, as you can see, like what I call the dust. The 16 note grid, by the way, I talk about all the time. It's here. So that's the groove we're going to use on this thing. 1 and 2 and. Cool, we have to put the melody in there now. The melody will be not hard to Sambafy, right? It's the same procedure that we have been doing thus far, which is to get applying syncopations into this whole thing, right? Instead of playing. So you're gonna do 1, 2, 1. Right, that same, the classic syncopations apply here fine. 1 and 2. And then on the consecutive 8 notes, let me put that here so you can see. You know, on bar 3, 4, you know, 5, when you have those right? You just kind of transform those into 60 notes, you know, and tie the ending, anticipate the next chord melody, you know. For instance, here. And then the Brazilian Syncopation Figure. And here. So, really straightforward. So again, those jumpy, cool melodies, you apply that here. And then the bridge, let's see how we deal with that. So we have how do we play that? Well, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 2, 2, just the same principle. 1 and 2 and applying that syncopation figure, and then see, we're anticipating the next melody, right? The next chord, next bar melody into the last 16. 1 and 2 and right? The F sharp comes in early. Then you have something like that, right? It's easy to put that on the framework here again. Consecutive 16 notes. Here you also anticipate 1 and 2. So it's really straightforward to make this, sort of Sambafied a melody. And then let's take a look at the chords, how we can put everything together. So we have this melody presents a few challenges, just because of the nature of the key we are playing in. You have that sort of mid-range area here to work with, so you go down a little bit in register, so that it's a little tricky. And if you go up, it's gonna be a little high in the A flat minor part and stuff. So you can either switch octaves or stay here and be a little more economical, like it can be a little bit more saving stuff because you don't have anything available, So let's try this first part. So here, for instance, the melody is in B flat, the chord is B flat, the bass is B flat, so I have to play 2 B flats already, and you're saving a lot, you're wasting a lot of real estate here. A good solution is to just play the third of the chord here, so you reach the melody and the bass and the third. Not much you can do at this particular range. Same thing here on the E flat. Melody here, major 7, bass, third. So, right? That's what you can do here. And then again, here I'm using an open string. The 7th is B, which is open, so it's easy to play. Then I arrive at G flat major. Here it's tough because I have the 5th in the melody and I just have the bass to play, unless I do here. So just play these 2 notes, right? You can find a way to play this chord, play the melody and the bass, and leave a little bit of the smell of the chords, like after you play the melody, so you get a little bit of more context there. Right? This is a good one to solve. C half diminished, and the melody is in A flat, which is not even part of the chords, right? What you do here, hard to say, right? It's some kind of a sharp 5 or something. It's hard to play this chord. You need the flat 5 to make it half diminished, but then you have this. Do this, it's gonna look like a A flat 7 with the 3rd in the bass, so there's not really what to do there. And then that's another solution you can have, because the B flat major sharp 11, that's the chord there, and then you have to put that note here. That's a voice you can use, right? B flat major 7, and you put the sharp 11 here, down. So you have this kind of shape, right? So there we go, right? Not the best solution. If you want to do that octave higher, you can. So there will be a little high at some point. So you can do. Oh. Here. Then you got a B over here. That part gets better, right? You can play this voice in here instead of the half diminished, right? Flat 5, sharp 5. Then you can play that shape, right? Then you play the sharp 11 there, right? Right? So that's what you can do here. So with the groove that I talked about, this will sound like this. 1, 2, 1. Right? If I do octave higher. That's the sound of it. That's what we can do there. Not much as far as the range allows. So you gotta work with what you have. And I'm still trying to get this mic to work, man. Come on. It's been working, but the positioning is weird. I gotta comment here. Hugo fala, Gabriel, sal de Minas Gerais. Depois, será que você pode falar um pouco dos pedais seus no violão? Gosto bastante do som que você tira. Pô, obrigado, Hugo. Pô, prazer te conhecer. Obrigado por estar aqui com a gente na live. Eu vou falar um pouco dos pedais. Eu podia fazer inclusive uma live só falando deles, né? Eu não tenho eles aqui agora, cara, senão eu mostraria pra você. Eu vou tentar aqui pegar, acho que tá aqui na mochila algum lugar, eu vou te mostrar. Hugo is from Brazil and he's asking about my sound with the pedals and everything. He likes the sound I take on stage, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a bit. Vou lembrar de te mostrar aqui, tá? Obrigado por você estar aqui, Hugo. Okay, so anybody has any questions thus far about how we have been assembling this thing? Pretty straightforward thus far, right? Now we're gonna go to the bridge and see what we can do there, especially if this mic, cooperates with me. It's been funny, but we'll see. So the bridge, we have options as far as range again. This is not a super awesome key to play this song in, honestly. I will try another key and then you see how it work a little better for guitar, for this solo arrangement thing. But let's keep going on this key thus far. So, like that's the bridge, right? If you play here, there's a couple options you can use. How you play that A7, flat 9, whatever the chord with is. There's a cool voice you can use here. Like an A minor 9 thing, sectonin water chord. You put the A here and just kind of just enhance the A. How about now? This is a cool voicing kind of to replace this chord, right? Like a sharp 9 type of sound, so, but you voice it. You put it along with the major third, so you get the thing sounding a little bit lower, so you have that kind of sound. Then you resolve here. So it's a cool voicing. You can also do octave higher, easier. Then you hum. So that one is easy. What else? What else happens there? Then you got right? So you got that thing. You can do that here. It's kind of under your fingers, or you can pick up that note there. That third, you can maybe do a A713 here. Then you're good to go. And then here, what's the melody again on this? Let me remind myself of that part. Something like that, right? That's easy, just right there. Right? I'm doing a sus and then resolving, right? Sus, then 13. And then, so that's easy. The range gets a little better here, right? After that particular part is a little low. Instead of doing this E flat minor, A flat 7, and then G7, I'm doing D minor, G7. I can also do all sus, so that'll be cool. It also works. So then you're back to the beginning. So how actually? Let's put the groove on this. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So you can start with the A note, the melody, anticipated, 1, 2, 2, or you can just play the chord, then play the note, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, it'll be 1 and 2 and something like that, 1 and 2 and up. That's how the syncopation works there. 1 and 2 and or it works fine, right? Then you got that part. You have to use those 16 notes, or something like that, right? 1 tick tick. Done deal. So this one still works. The method still works. And then you go back to part there with the E flat minor on the part, right? This part here at the end, right here at the bottom there. Usually I use A flat sus there, but you can use that E flat too. Usually I do change the groove a little bit, more like a samba funk type of thing. Something like that. Then you have to go back to the chords. Again, as I said, this one is a little tough to groove because you have so many chords in sequence. Like you have 2 chords per bar all the time. So you have to play the thing I call the 4 chords per cycle thing, that I have drills and stuff in my program to deal with that particular scenario. When you have 4 chords per cycle, like 2 bars of 2/4, and you have 4 chords there. You have to tweak things a little bit to make it work. So this is a good place to do that, you know. So not a lot of time to groove, because you just have too many chords going on, but you still can groove, as you just saw. Any questions thus far? Because I'm gonna go into a little bit of a solo thing. When I wait for some questions, if you have, I'm gonna answer. Hugo, vou responder você agora, Hugo, sobre o som. A little bit of Portuguese, so if you don't mind, it's gonna be easier, faster to answer Hugo. Hugo, eu uso alguns setups diferentes dependendo do tempo que eu tenho para soundcheck, para fazer as coisas, para viajar, depende muito de tudo, tá? Mas atualmente eu estou usando 2 coisas basicamente. Uma que eu uso há muitos anos e não deixo de usar é um preamp chamado Tone Dexter, certo? Tone Dexter. I'm saying I use a preamp on my guitar live. Esse preamp é muito legal porque você pode fazer uma imagem do som do seu violão plugado no microfone. Ele grava o som ele escuta o som do microfone e escuta o som da linha do piezo aqui, e ele faz um EQ match, que ele chama. Ele faz uma leitura de EQ, tem um algoritmo dentro dele, e ele cria um preset para você, que você fica com o som do violão plugado, mas com essa imagem do som do mic. Então fica um som muito melhor, e é o som do seu próprio violão. Então eu uso esse preamp pra caramba, eu não vivo sem ele. E aí eu plugo ele, enfim, efeitos e tal. Então atualmente eu tenho usado, vê se dá pra ver ele aqui, cadê? Deixa eu ver se o meu braço chega no lugar certo. Tá vendo aqui, ó, aquela caixinha cinza ali, ó, essa caixinha cinza é aquele famoso Neural Quad-Core Cortex. É aquele pedal que muita gente usa cinza, né? Que é o Neural Quad Cortex. Ele é fantástico. Eu uso Reverb Delay. Eu estou fuçando um pouco nele ainda, que tem muita coisa. Mas basicamente eu tenho usado ele para reverb e delay, tá? Deixa eu tentar pegar o Tone Dexter aqui para te mostrar rapidinho. Na minha... peraí. Aqui é ao vivo, rapaz. I'm gonna show him the pedal a little bit. Bear with me. Aqui, ó. Vou te mostrar. Esse é o pedal. Não tem propaganda, sou endorser deles, mas eles não me pagam nada. Esse é o pedal que eu uso. Chama Tone Dexter. Esse é a versão 2, tá? Tone Dexter 2. Tem a versão 1 e a versão 2. Essa é a versão mais nova. Tem uma tela digital e tal. Aqui você consegue plugar um microfone. Aqui, o microfone aqui. O seu violão. E ele tem um comando que ele lê o microfone e o violão e faz um preset para você, a imagem. E aí você usa aqui. Aí ele tem saída de DI, tem outra saída, tem um monte de coisa. Tem feedback, tem uns negócios de high cut, aqueles negócios de pass filter, low peel filter, essas coisas às vezes eu tiro também, tá? 80 eu capo esse som para não ficar grave e ficar feedback, tá? Então eu não vivo sem esse pedal aqui, ó. Se você puder, compre, porque é fantástico. Tudo sai do meu violão, sai daqui para qualquer lugar. Aí eu vou lá para o Neural Quad Cortex, etc. Mas eu tenho também uma versão com um laptop, que eu tenho uma interface, mas eu sempre uso isso aqui. Aí eu jogo o som dentro do Logic, tem um monte de parafernália lá, tem reverb, delay, um monte de coisa, tem uns pedais, negócio. Mas tudo sai daqui, desse cara aqui, ó. Espero que eu tenha respondido, tá? compre se você puder, junta uma grana porque vale a pena, é fantástico esse pedal. Eu uso desde 2017, quando eles lançaram. Eu vi o protótipo em Los Angeles, conversei com o dono e eu fui dos primeiros a ter. E essa é a versão 2, que é fantástica também, tá bom? Espero que tenha respondido. All right, I got through Hugo's question, which was about gear and what I use. So it was in Portuguese, so hopefully you understand a bit of it. So go back to in your own sweet way. Let's see what we can do with the rest of it. We kind of went through everything, right? Return the guitar here. All right. We can do a little solo on it, I guess, right? I did record a little pass on the form so I can solo a little bit. So I'm gonna do that so we have a little bit of solo over this form. And then I'm gonna try a different key to play and then make the, you know, the solo arrangement, and then they'll be all for today. Not a lot of questions today. So I hope you guys are enjoying, but you know, feel free to ask questions. You know, I'm here to answer them. I have to change things a little bit here, so the mic won't work with this and the recording at the same time. So that's kind of a weird thing that happens there. Let's see if I can get this all to work. Yes, I think I got everything that will be played. So I need to play the track and play with it. So here's the form, the solo form. I'm gonna use that A flat 7 in the middle between one, so it's two choruses. In the middle of the chorus, I'll have that A flat 7 or E flat minor. I'm using A flat sus, and then get a second chorus, and then I will play that vamp again, like a Sambafied groove, and then just do 2/5 to G minor to end. So let's see what I can come up with. Here we go. There we go. I went through it to the solo form of the song. Let me get back. Let me get back to that setup now. See if I can turn everything back on. Hang on for a second. I think now they are back, both mics. Cool. So there is the, oh wow, this mic is all over the place now. I didn't use that on the when I play, just the main one. So now I'm back with this. Okay, so different key to play this, which is more guitar friendly. I think this one is a good one. Let me get to the comments again here. Hugo, legal, obrigado. Pô, vai lá, que é bom. Obrigado, velho. Obrigado por você estar aqui. Thank you, brother. Reggie, thank you, my friend. That's a BGI member right there in the house. And Mark is still with us, I think. Probably. Another member. So let's figure out the key that works for this thing. Let me go back to this thing. What key is this, by the way? I never thought of it. B flat, I guess. And then goes to D, maybe. If this is B flat, the original. If this is the key, B flat, let's try to play in F instead of B flat, because that will be guitar friendly, I'm sure. Yeah, Mark is still with us. All right. Let's try. So it will be something like this, right? Cool, right? Nice open strings. Right? It works. I like it. I was messing up with this morning, finding a different key, and I found this one. It's a really kind of cool open string at some point. The bridge, it gets nice for us to play. Bala is in the house too. Thank you, my friend. Well, it's good to be here than not to be here, so I'm glad you are. We are kind of ready to wrap up this session, but you have the replay, and I'm using this mic that I'm battling with it the whole session. I promise I will be better at positioning this thing and clipping this thing correctly next time, but it is working. So I finally found the mic, a solution. In our meeting next week, this mic will be on. Reggie likes the open strings, so do I, my friend. Here we are. Right, you got this cool A major key, right? So you got so you got this A major, which is really cool, right? Nice. So I can attempt to play this in that key or the original key, or maybe both, I guess. So we'll see. I am going to play the final version of this. And if you guys have any questions, please do so now, because I'm about to wrap up and I have a couple meetings for the BGI. People want to try to get in, and I finally found some time today to interview some more folks, and good timing for the shameless plug. If you want to know and learn all this, Brazilian Guitar Institute is the place to be. And we have 3 members here live. They know what's up. So click here, book a call, let's talk, let's get you in, and I teach you all this stuff. So Let me attempt to play this again, and we'll see what happens. I'll try to go through those keys, the 2 keys. I'm trying to do these arrangements again. I'll actually try, before that, I'll try to attempt another solo with the track that I made and the run that I did. I think I can do a bit better. Let me see. I have to turn a few things here. Sorry. Okay, I think this is gonna work. Let me see the track. Yes. All right, I'm gonna try another time. I have to turn off the lapel mark in the mic and just hear this, which is fine. Here we go again on the track that I recorded myself. So 1, 2. All right, that was a satisfactory one, not too horrible. Some cool stuff there. Let me get this whole mic thing again. Hang on for a second. All right, I think we should be hearing both mics. Yes, we are. Cool. Jerry, all right. You sound fantastic. You're a really beautiful course. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate you coming in and check out the stream. That's a beautiful song. It helps a lot, you know, having a good song to play over. All right, Reggie, beleza. All right, let me try to play the. Here's the mic again, being all over the place. I think I kind of moved a lot during the solo. I'm still figuring out how to put this in place. The clamp is really weird, but it worked today for the stream. It's a good first step. So let's see if I can get this in place for a second, man. Come on. Battling with this thing today, the whole stream. All right. Okay, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. It's this kind of bented. Let me try to do the full kind of solo guitar version and see if I can get to 2 keys. Right, that's kind of the goal for this thing. The original key, if we consider that B flat, I guess. No, my friend, I'm sorry, but this time is working. Bala, no, the level is not low, it's really high. You just put volume on your thing there, because I test this thing a lot, and since the beginning it's been good. Mark can vouch for it. Check your volume there on your computer. Okay, here we go. Both full version guitar with maybe going through this 2 keys, right? Let's see if I can pull it off. Let's go. Maybe I start with the vamp and then play the song, right? Let's see. Another chance. Okay, I kind of screw up the beginning of this. I think I can do a little better. But thus far I play the low octave and I play the high octave. I start with the vamp that we have kind of mid between solos, and I'll try to keep it this way and then change keys throughout the thing. So let's see if I can make it happen. This one is a tough one to play because there's a lot of chords all the time. You have to, like, you know, show the chords all the time. So we'll see. One and All right, this was this is what we got on the menu for today. Beautiful song, great things to do there. A lot of opportunities, but very complicated things because of the amount of chords that you have to deal with. So hopefully I got to do something that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being with me today. And I can't wait to be again here live with you next Saturday probably. And if you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, you all. Bye-bye.